think they can hear us while we're talking too. We are live. We're coming. That's what she said. Five, four, three, two, one, let's go! Good evening, Misfits. How are you? Hey, Shawn. Hey,
Hi.
How you doing?
Hey, listen. I'm a little mad too because the Northern Lights aren't showing themselves down here in Tennessee. So,
I'm a little mad too, Shawn. Just a little bit. I'm just a little tiny bit miffed, right? So for those of you that don't know, I did get the new computer, and that was fun. I almost threw it.
Jack, you're not coming through on Rumble.
I'm not. What do you mean?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm so sorry. I had to do it.
You son of a bitch.
I had to do it.
You son of a bitch.
Well, you're either laughing or you're crying, right?
I almost took. Look, here's the deal, right?
Look, now I look Chinese, right? So it's okay.
So this is the new Mac. I ended up upgrading from the upgrade. So
You upgraded.
Yeah, this is 24 gigabytes of memory, 512 RAM. The thing is fast as fuck, boy. I'm not joking.
Fast as fuck, boy.
It is fast as fuck, boy. However, for some reason, it's not picking up my my audio on OBS, and there's just so many different problems. So I tried to do a quick pivot, and we tried to go back to laptop because we did the show yesterday with laptop, no problems. We did everything yesterday, so I just plugged everything in the way it was plugged in, and now literally just nothing's working, right? The camera wouldn't work, the fucking mixer wouldn't work. So we are doing the show right now. I'm literally on my laptop using the laptop camera, the laptop microphone. So, I mean, this actually seems simpler. I don't know why. I should probably just do this, return that, and fucking just do the show like this. But anyway. So and my neighbor I think stole my fucking coffee again, and I'm gonna go on a fucking murdering spree. We're 0.8 hours away from hitting the Creator Fund goal. We're gonna hit that. That's how we're gonna end the show. We're gonna do at least 45 minutes. Wait, it would be around 50 minutes. So we can end around.
Let's get you over the finish line.
I just, man, look. It's one of those weeks. I tried to wrap up a job today. I thought I was actually going out of town tomorrow morning to that event in Houston,
you were telling me about. Yeah.
and that got canceled, which is probably a good thing, because I have about an hour's worth of work left to do on my job, which I didn't want to push until Monday. I'd rather do it tomorrow. But all in all, it's just a very stressful week. So this was a nice little cherry on the sundae, I guess. But anyway, yeah.
You know what? It's Murphy's Law, right? Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will.
I know.
At times.
I'm well aware.
But,
yeah.
It could always be worse, I guess.
I used to say, back when I was, let's say, not doing well, I used to say, I go, it's not Murphy's Law. It's my fucking law. Like
Zach's law.
That's Murphy don't get shit on me. It was one thing after another. You know what the funny thing is? I spent so much money to be like super professional. I got this thing, this like telescoping. I got the Oz bot. I think it's called the
That
Oz.
guy's cool. That camera's cool.
No, the camera's great if it fucking worked right now.
Right.
But I got a new. So the I didn't like the angle of the camera today. So with the setup that I had, so I bought this. Oh no, that's broke. So I bought this tripod, and look, it has the telescoping, so it's the perfect height. Everything was perfectly set up. I sat here. I got done with work around 5, maybe 5:15. Ran home, got the computer, noticed that my neighbor stole my coffee again. Tried to deal with that. Literally talked to him on the phone. So by the way, so tell me, you guys tell me if you think this is a bullshit story. Okay? So in case you guys missed the last saga, I moved apartments 2 months ago. So I forgot to switch. Actually, I didn't forget to switch. I switched the delivery address through my coffee subscription after it had already left the warehouse. So my coffee goes to my old address, and they had already moved somebody in. They moved somebody in within like a week and a half. He gets the package. For some reason, I don't know why, takes it into his apartment, right? Now, if you lived in a building like mine, Shawn, and somebody else's mail was in your box, wouldn't you bring it to the office or something? Like, would you?
Yeah.
Would you take it
Yeah.
into your home?
I would never bring it into my home. It would go right to the leasing office, and I would say, let them know that I got their mail. And then that was it. Hands off. I'm done. I'm back to my life.
Yes. Okay. Good. I want to be I want to make sure I'm not overreacting here. So he takes it into his home, and I tell the office, hey, can you reach out to the guy that lives in my old apartment? And he tells the office he accidentally threw it away. This is a 36K cups of coffee. It's $40 worth of coffee, right? So I'm like, I leave a note on his door, and I go, hey, you owe me $40, essentially. I was nicer about it. And I left my phone number. To his credit, he did text me and say, hey, if you show me your receipt, I'll be happy to pay you. He did pay me the $40. I don't know why, but Blackout Coffee delivered the fucking new package to the same address again, even though I had updated it. So he again, I tell him, this time I told him, I go, hey, I'll meet you at the mailbox. My coffee order is in your mailbox. I'm sorry. I'll have this sorted out. It won't happen again. He takes the fucking package back into his house. He does not meet me at the mailbox. He then, today, texts me and says, hey, I have to go to work. I'm leaving your coffee right outside of my door. Now, remember, this used to be my fucking door, okay? That was at 2:30. I got home at 5:30. Package is gone, right? He claims somebody must have stole it. So I said, why don't you just check your Ring camera? Because there's a Ring camera. I saw it, right? I actually pushed the button. Remember? I was like, hey, where's my coffee?
Right.
And he calls me and he goes, I don't know what happened, man. And I said to him, I go, look, man, I'm not accusing you, but I lived there for 7 fucking years and nobody ever stole a package. This building is locked the fuck down. You need a key fob to get inside of the building. You can't get inside of the building without a key fob. So unless another neighbor stole it, it's not looking good. And he was like, well, why would I need your package? I go, I don't know. Do you have a fucking coffee machine? It says Blackout Coffee on the side of the fucking box. It's not hard to figure out what's in the box. What's in the box? So I think he stole my fucking coffee again. And this time, I don't know. I'm going to go to the office tomorrow and I'm just going to lay it out there. I'm going to be like, look, I might just call the cops and be like, I want to go to his apartment. I want to walk in to his kitchen. And if I do not see a coffee maker, I will maybe I'll believe his story. I'm about to start going through the motherfucker's trash. And if I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about just standing outside of his door, waiting for him to throw trash away, opening up the trash, and if I see Blackout Coffee pods in there, I'm knocking them out. So.
It sounds weird. It sounds like a weird story.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's my fucking life. And you know what? And you know what the funny thing is? I ran out of coffee today. So it's
today is just not a day for you.
Yeah. So anyway,
today is one of those days. Today's one of those days where you just gotta write it off.
I really think today is one of those days where it's like, but you know what? We salvaged the show.
We salvaged the show.
We're gonna give you half a show, maybe, and we should get to that. We shouldn't make this all about me and my coffee adventures and my computers. It's been a week, Shawn. What has happened? The Schumer shutdown that was Trump's fault was given to the Republicans by the Democrats who didn't shut it down.
Right. Yeah. That's they're all taking responsibility for it now. They're all saying Schumer caved and now the government's open, and it's like, okay, so then you're admitting that you guys were keeping it shut down, huh? And they don't seem to get what they're doing. They don't seem to get that they're telling on themselves, or they just don't care.
Yes.
Right? Because I don't think they care. They don't. Oops. They don't. They couldn't care less. I just rigged up my LED light bars that I have Velcroed to the back of my TV. They are now doing the Aurora Borealis light effect because I can't see the northern lights. And I'm just going to let it. I am the northern lights today,
know what?
Okay?
I was just playing with my fucking remote because for some reason, look at mine. Mine are doing the same thing. I didn't do that. Mine are usually red. I don't know. Did you hit a button and have it work?
I use my phone and I put the Aurora effect on. And so now I have what looks like the northern lights behind my TV. So as far as I'm concerned, I see the Aurora.
Yeah.
Okay?
You know what else is really strange?
Live my whole damn life, I want to see the damn northern lights. Now, other in Tennessee, I go outside, there's no shit in the fucking sky. What are we talking about here? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I have to go to Alaska for it.
I see them? I think I saw them one time.
We saw them once last year. We took pictures with them on the phone. So I mean, I got that. But a couple of folks I knew got some really, really good ones yesterday, and they're supposed to be visible again today.
Yeah.
Not as visible right now. So.
I hate to go back to the coffee thing, but they're talking about it in the chat. You should tell Blackout Coffee that your psycho neighbor keeps stealing your products. Yes, I'm going to do that because I literally told them, I have an email correspondence where I said, hey, you sent this to the old address, so they should have sent it to the new address. But they said that the blueberry crumble, they gave me a free bag of blueberry crumble in the new order because he stole it last time. So he stole my current order and a free blueberry crumble that was in the new order. So he stole 2 months of coffee after he stole a month of coffee last month. And maybe he's telling the truth. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I just find it very odd that he has a Ring doorbell and he doesn't have the footage. Those things are motion censored. So
right. Unless a ghost took it.
I think that motherfucker just took. I think I do want to. I think my extreme plan is the best plan. I'm just gonna hang out in the hallway. I'm gonna wait till he throws his trash out. I'm gonna rifle through it, and I'm gonna look for that little white pod. I'm gonna bring it up to him, and I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what this is? Whack! Fucking bang. Good night. Night.
Good night.
That's how we used to settle shit. All right. So yeah, the Schumer shutdown, and we got there's a lot going on actually. I think I have this hooked up. I do have this hooked up. Let's pull up some social media. Let's see what's going on over there. Did you see that Elijah Schaffer is being sued by Kash Patel's girlfriend?
I did.
I want your thoughts on that because here's I think you might have seen my post. You might have seen my thoughts. I hope that these people lose their fucking money, right? I'm not sure if this particular lawsuit will accomplish that, based off of what I'm seeing. But what do you think about? So I was talking about this with my on my interview with Aaron Milan today or yesterday. I was saying, I think the only the only recourse I think is going to be something like civil lawsuits. Like Candace Owens losing to the Macron lawsuit, but Alex Jones pretty much like almost lost InfoWars, and he's still just trucking along. So maybe it won't do anything. I don't know.
I don't know if they're going to be able to get him on that based off of just the photo.
I don't think the Elijah Schaffer thing. If that's the only evidence they have, then no. But what I mean is more broadly, right? Do you think that civil lawsuits from people might be a good way to maybe tamp down on this sensationalist propaganda in the clout chasing grifter community?
100%. 100%.
And
I think and I think it's you're walking a fine line, and I'm not even talking about this from a First Amendment issue because defamation, slander, etc. isn't protected speech.
Correct.
Right. So, but what I'm thinking, what I'm saying is, let's say somebody with a large platform, let's say hypothetically, a Candace Owens came out and specifically named me, right, and said that, well, you know what? Not even a Candace Owens. Let's say somebody like on our tier would do that, right?
Well,
an Elijah Schaffer. Let's say like an Elijah Schaffer, for example. Sure. And I'm not saying that he would say this, and I don't know if he's going to be found liable for whatever they're going after him for in the Alexis Wilkins case. But let's say Elijah Schaffer at some point in time named me specifically and said Shawn Farash is getting $7,000 per post from AIPAC, because he's pro-Israel, blah blah blah, and he did that, and it caused reputational harm.
Yeah.
The only way to teach that person a lesson, because you could prove all day long up and down that that's not what's happening, is to sue.
Yeah.
Right? I think without getting petty or without grasping at straws, I think that is an absolutely appropriate way to do it. If a person like that is causing reputational harm, you have every right to go after him. And that might be the way to tamp it down, where people go, you know what? Can I prove this, or do I want to go through that?
Okay, so on the screen I have the line 12 from the lawsuit, where it says, in response, in a responsive comment or quote post published the same day, September 14th, 2025, defendant posted without caption a photograph of Miss Wilkins arm in arm with Kash Patel, which she originally shared on her Instagram account. Miss Wilkins and Patel are dressed up for a formal event. The response is to Hen Mazig. Guys, I'm on my small laptop screen, so bear with me. Mossad sent female operatives deep into Iran, seducing top officials, infiltrating government surveillance networks, and carrying out sabotage operations. And then Elijah posts a picture of Alexis and Kash. It's clear what the insinuation is, okay? The insinuation is she's a Mossad agent. Now, is this libel? I don't think they can prove it. Kind of libelous. It flirts with it. But again, I still haven't read the lawsuit because I have been slammed. But if this is the only piece of evidence that they have in this lawsuit, I don't see Alexis winning. Because that's
I don't see her winning it if that's all they've got.
If that's all they got, I gotta read the rest of the lawsuit. I gotta find out because I figured by now people would be dropping more information. I haven't seen that, but more broadly, regardless of that lawsuit, right? Like you said, if somebody were to if Elijah was to say that you get $7,000 to cause reputational damage, I've already been through this, right? I've been through this when TikTok came after me years ago. I had a lawyer. We pursued all of the legal avenues that we were going to take. And I can tell you from experience, you can't sue these people, right? And here's why. In order to sue somebody, and they know this, and this is why they do it, right? In order to sue somebody for, let's say, federal, because you have to be crossing state lines, you need to prove $75,000 in damages. And how do you prove that? How do you quantify it? All right. So, like, you can quantify it. Like, let's say, all right, so they left 750 negative business reviews on my page. Well, Elijah Schaffer, let's just use him as an example. Elijah Schaffer didn't do that to you. It's all of his followers that did it to you, right? All Elijah Schaffer did was make a post, and then that's why they keep claiming free speech. It's an intentional thing that they're doing. They're setting up a defense. Like Candace Owens, when she got sued by Macron and started crying free speech, that's intentional. Her lawyers probably told her to say that. She's setting up a defense because she's going to claim that all of the reputational damage, that all the other people that are sharing her clip online and saying that Brigitte Macron has a dick, that's not Candace Owens saying that. But Candace Owens took it way too far, and she might actually lose this lawsuit.
Well, actually, now, the fact that her people are saying it, that, like you said, that might bode well for Macron, because the fact that these people are echoing the claim, and she came out and said, "You were born a man, you'll die a man," after she got sued. The fact that her followers are echoing the claim is a living, breathing, real-time example of reputational harm.
Well, let's look at it this way, right? And
every time one of her followers goes, "No, that's a man."
Yeah.
If I'm on Macron's legal team, I'm screenshotting every example, saying, "Here's an example. Here's an example." These people believe she's a biological male because of Candace Owens.
Sure, exactly.
Whether she did it intentionally or not doesn't matter. You look at the Curtis Publishing Company versus Butts case, and that is what will be used.
Yeah,
I think
that one's going to be an easy case. I think that Candace is fucked on that case, right? But I kind of had an ADD moment where I trailed off into Candace territory when I was talking about person to person. Like, so the Macrons have millions of dollars. They can sue Candace, right? Alexis has, I think, some money. I'm not sure if she's rich or if she's well off, but I think that she talked to a lawyer. That lawyer said, "You have a case," and that lawyer filed a case. That costs a lot of money, right? So she's not doing this, I wouldn't think. And by the way, her boyfriend's Kash Patel. Pretty good lawyer, right? Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know why she's doing it. Elijah is probably claiming it's going to be a slap suit, right? Like what Andrew Tate is doing to me. Just sue somebody to shut them up. It's possible. I don't think that Alexis is doing that. I think that maybe it's a statement lawsuit. Maybe it's kind of like a I don't even care if I win. I just want people to know that I'm fighting this. That could be it. Either way, if you want to do this, in order to actually file, you have to prove reputational harm or monetary loss. Monetary loss would be $75,000 or more for federal. If you're a public figure, you can create reputational harm, pain and suffering, what have you. Anybody can file, you can sue a ham sandwich, is what is like the classic saying. So, but if you wanted to sue somebody like that, like Elijah Schaffer for the $7,000, you would have to, like, let's say, show your yearly revenue report, right? Then you'd have to show a new revenue report that was $75,000 less, and you'd have to put a pin where he said it, and when the decline started, you'd have to show a pattern, right? Because proving damages is what creates defamation and libel. Like, if they just say shit about you, but nothing happens to you, if you're not actually damaged, you can't sue these people. That's where I ran into problems when I was trying to go after these people from TikTok, because my lawyer was like, okay, have you lost work? And I go, I'm still pretty busy. I go, they left 750 negative business reviews. They were posting shit on my Google page that was like, this guy tiled a swastika in my bathroom and I didn't even ask for it. You know, they were posting some funny shit, but it's like it's reputation. It's like it's the potential to hurt my business.
Right.
But because my business wasn't actually hurt, I
You
couldn't
can't
actually
really go after them.
I couldn't
Yeah.
actually go after them. So I'm not sure how this is all going to play out with the Elijah thing, but I do know from personal experience it is very difficult to sue somebody for defamation, libel, cyber stalking, harassment. One of my friends is currently she's a millionaire, and she's suing one of the people that came after me in Florida, and she could actually create legal precedent if she does it because she's suing him for cyber stalking and harassment. And if you can use that case law has never been tried because, and I was at one of the trial dates, and the judge was even saying, he goes, I'm worried about this being a free speech issue, right? Because if this guy Dinesh said she's a MAGA Karen and then a bunch of his followers just went after her, Dinesh isn't the one that showed up at her house and left letters in her mailbox. That's just some crazy person on the internet. So he has the right to speak, and those people are the ones that are committing crimes. So I guess we'll see how it plays out. But a long-winded way of bringing this full circle. I think what these people are doing
I'm gonna
is
run to the bathroom real fast. I'll be right back.
okay. I'll go full screen for this. I'll give a little monologue about this. Right. What we are seeing with the online grifter community, right, is it's stochastic terrorism at this point, right, where they are weaponizing their followers. This is what the woke left did for years, right? Stochastic terrorism, right? They called Donald Trump a fascist over and over and over again. We talked about this in my morning show. Called Trump. It's why Charlie Kirk is dead. You just vilify and demonize a certain person or group of people where violence is created by somebody else, and then you go, "Oh, I didn't do any violence. It was just my free speech." It's bullshit. They know what they're doing, and the grifter community on the right is doing it against Jews, right? So when you see Dave Portnoy being attacked, or not attacked, but verbally assaulted, um, it's kind of like, yeah, this is what do you expect? So with Candace, with Elijah, with Ian Carroll, like I said earlier in my earlier show, I think it was this morning. I don't even know what day it is. I hope somebody gets sued because it's going to be the only way for the other people to go, okay, wait a minute, people are starting to sue us now, so maybe we should at least try to tell the truth or tone it down a little bit, and that's what I really hope happens because they're just getting more and more emboldened. All right, who do we got in the chat? We got Brennan in the chat. We got the beautiful Brennan Farash. Happy birthday, Brennan! I forgot to tell you. Well, I didn't forget to tell you. You couldn't hear me, but I was working. I was working earlier, and I was watching Shawn's morning show, but it was after it was already aired, so I couldn't jump in the live chat and say happy birthday, Brennan. And then I was actually going to text Shawn and say, hey, tell Brennan happy birthday from me. But I was grouting, and I had 20 minutes before the grout kicked off, and then my ADD kicked in, and I forgot to text him after. So I'm glad I just remembered. See, this is why we did the show tonight. We did the show tonight so I could say happy birthday to Brennan. And we got about 30 minutes before we hit 30 hours. We're going to be in the creator program, and it's Brennan's birthday. Even though we're working off a laptop, we got this whole fucking thing going. All these. Thank you. All these. Oh my god. It has been a wild fucking week, All these excuses. All these excuses. Oh my god. It's so funny. Let me show you guys what I got going on. All right. So where is the before picture? Here's the before picture. All right. This is the before picture of the bathroom that I'm working on. Keep that in your memory. Okay. This is the before. Before. Shit. I went the wrong way. After. Boom. Actually, you know what? Here. Nope, wrong way. Before. After. Before. After. So I knocked down the whole fucking wall, built a little knee wall, redid the floor, matched the texture, painted, did a whole bunch of shit. And I was scrambling to finish this job by today because I was supposed to go out of town tomorrow. And then, sure as shit, that event got canceled. So now tonight, when I get done with this show, I'm gonna crash my fucking ass off. I'm going to hit my couch like Ike Turner hit Tina. And when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to try and fix this fucking problem because I just want this to be over. I want the technical difficulty saga to be over. I see other people doing shows. I don't see them fumbling around and fucking everything up. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just cursed. Sean, can Sean hear me? Do you have headphones on? Or are you listening to me through? No, he does have it. There it is.
Got you.
I was like, he's got to put something in his ear if he wants to hear me. I was just saying happy birthday to your wife. I told her.
Oh, yeah, we had a good day today, I think.
Yeah, I told her, I said, I watched your show this morning after it was already aired, so I couldn't do it in the live chat. And then I was going to text you, but then I had ADD and I forgot because I was grouting. And she goes, oh, all these excuses. Yeah. Sean have an emergency poo-poo?
We're going to plead the fifth on that
No,
one.
no comment? No comment?
See, what's going on is I usually eat keto, but this week it's been a little weird, so my body has no idea what to do with anything I'm giving it, so it's just...
Yeah.
It's a free-for-all.
I pigged out on Sunday. I've been doing really good. I lost about 10 pounds, and then on Sunday I text my girlfriend, and I was like I am gonna order a 20-inch barbecue brisket pizza. I'm gonna eat the whole fucking thing. And she was like, and she goes, what? I go, yes. There's this place called Big Lou's down here. It's the best pizza I've ever had. It's literally brisket. It's a barbecue brisket pizza, and they give you a side of pickles. Ooh, so good. And yeah, I just was like, I've been eating really well. I've been doing basically venison 5 days a week. It's hunting season, so I gotta eat.
Right.
I gotta eat last year's stock, last year's surplus, so that I can make room in the freezer. I'm gonna go Saturday and bag another one. So I've just been eating venison. It's basically carnivore. The only thing I eat on top of the carnivore is potatoes. Like I'm like doing basically steak and potatoes or steak and eggs. That's my whole diet for the past couple of weeks. Steak and eggs or steak and potatoes, and I don't even eat lunch. So I cut weight very fast. I used to, when I was training to fight, like it was like I think I went from 185 to I'm 220 now, but I used to be 165. I used to be a skinny fucking kid. Like when I was training Muay Thai, I was at 165 from 185, and I did it in like 2.5 weeks. And my trainer was like, dude, you cut weight so fast. I'm like, it's my body. My body will shed weight. I just keep stuffing my face and drinking. That's how I stay big. If I just stop, and I have the discipline to do it too. It's like I just love food, and I love food and alcohol. Speaking of, right, Liquid Death makes a Sweet Reaper tea, right? I've been buying these fucking High Noons. They're like iced tea vodka things, and they're like, it's like $20 for an 8-pack. These are $8, and this bottle of Tito's is $30. And if you just mix them together, it's the same fucking thing. So, figured out a way to budget my alcoholism.
That's always a good way to, when it costs you less money. That's a good thing.
Let's go back into X. I want to just jump on the main page and see what the fuck everyone's talking about, because I know that there was some Epstein files dropped today, and it was a big nothing.
So stupid. There were these emails, and they were like Donald Trump and a victim, blah blah blah. Well, the victim was Virginia Giuffre, who said in court testimony that Donald Trump did nothing wrong. So it was just, you know what's crazy? The Epstein ring and whatever he did and whoever he was associated with is a huge problem.
Yes.
And they're all disgusting people, and they should rot in hell.
Yes.
All of them should. But when I hear anybody, okay, I'll tell you right now, this is exactly how I treat it. When I see anybody say the word Epstein, I treat it like QAnon. Yeah. And I go, you're all fucking nuts. Stop talking about it. Well, because nobody can prove what they're saying. They're like, you're covering for pedophiles. No. What pedophile? Who am I covering for? Tell me right now.
Well, Epstein has become 9/11, right? So like there was this kid.
It's like Russia. It's the same shit.
Yes, and so I don't know if you saw my interview with Aaron Milan, but like
I saw a few clips. It looked good.
So it was only 30 minutes. Check it out if you have time. But what I was talking about was with when I said, I go, I really like Matt Walsh, and I like him so much, I call him out pretty much every week, right? Because I'm tired of hearing this gaslight bullshit where he goes, there's no moral equivalency to the left saying that there are more than two genders. And I'm like, yes, there is. And it's Israel did 9/11, right? And that might not sound like it's an equivalent, but it is. Because think about what it means, right? It's basically, okay, you're in this cult of belief that something that is not true, or at least can't be proven, is reality, and you keep repeating it over and over and over again. Or it's like, like even this whole Kash Patel's girlfriend is a Mossad agent. It's like there's this the moral equivalency is some delusional fucking obsession with repeating lies to frame narratives. That's the equivalency. So what we're seeing on the right with the Epstein files, with the Israel did 9/11, with the Israel derangement syndrome, right? It's like what we're seeing is it's literally Trump. It's like Trump derangement syndrome. It's like
Israel obsession syndrome. No matter I've been pointing this out to people. I'll make a post about the New York Jets,
and people will be like, "You're a shill for Israel."
They'll be like, "Shut up, Israel boy," and I was
exactly.
like, "Bro, who mentioned Israel besides you right now?" And they're like, "You did." And I was like, "I mentioned the fucking Jets." I
know. I made a.
And please, by the way, Jews, buy the team because something's got to change.
I made a post. I made a post about something completely unrelated, and they go, "When are you gonna stop shilling for another country?" And I'm like, is that what this post is about? And they're like, no, but your other ones are. And I go, oh, so you're the one that's obsessed with Israel, not me.
Exactly. You know what's funny? I think pointing that out is really, it helps us, right? Because I see other people come in and be like, I disagree with what Shawn says about Israel, but he's right. This has nothing to do with Israel.
Well,
and I was like, see?
Also, I mean, you know that they're they're coming at it's like round 2 of the you beat up an old lady thing.
I saw that starting to heat up a couple weeks ago, and now it's like back again.
It's every post. It's every.
I see it.
Post.
The damn mugshot, the elderly thing. And...
I'm like, first of all, I look fucking awesome in that mugshot. Okay, please, it's such a good picture of me. Go ahead, share it. But they're hyper fixated. This time, there's a slight variation. I did not apparently beat up an old lady. I beat up my mom. Right.
Oh, wow.
Now it's my mom. Right. So first it was old lady at a buffet. Now it's my mom. It really was like a 60-year-old crackhead who tried to jump me. But either way,
and then you were found not guilty.
Found not guilty.
Of your peers.
Found not guilty. You know what? I don't even tell them.
And then you went into the Sinesta Inn with the hot plate and ate
naked.
some French fries.
Naked. And fucking show my ass to everybody because that's what I do. I'll show my ass. It's so funny though, but that I wasn't just saying that to say it's the same thing with like there's this I'm going to say something so loud that people believe it's true, even though I don't even know if it's true. That's the Epstein files. That's the Israel derangement syndrome. And it's the same thing the left did. Russia, 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 right? Israel, 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 Israel. Epstein, 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 Epstein. This, Zach beat up an old lady. 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 It's like, if you have to say it this many times, it's probably not true. Right. Especially when I'm reposting you. If I really beat up my mom, do you think I would bring attention to it? Like, if I really beat do you think I would grab your stupid fucking post and use it to troll you if I had actually beat the fuck out of my mom, who I loved more than anyone? Or my grandmother, who I barely knew because I was 9 years old when she died? Or any old lady? I wouldn't. I took it a step further. I go, find me an old lady. I'll fuck her up right now. At least that way your posts will be true.
Right.
Wait,
unbelievable.
Did Shawn freeze? Shawn froze.
Oh, I know what happened.
What'd you do?
Hold on. I opened something else up that also has access to my camera, and now they're competing. Give me a second. Oh, fucking.
We got the dueling cameras like dueling banjos.
Hold on.
There we go. Up. There he goes. You know, one time I think I was accused of sexual assault one time. I can't remember what I said.
There we go.
There was something on TikTok with this little back scratcher, this little orange hand thing. I said something. Oh, I remember what I said. There was some girl that was like clapping back at me, and I said, the only way I would fuck you is with this thing. And she goes, oh. And I did it. I go, I think you just have a crush on me. I go, the only way I would fuck you is with this thing. And she was like, that's sexual harassment. And I was like, cool. Go fuck yourself.
Right.
It's all right.
Keep telling yourself that.
I said sexualized clapback, because look, I back when I was on TikTok, when I was doing the whole clapback every day, that culture is such a crazy culture on TikTok. I really do post and ghost now. It's almost like I don't even have the app. I barely post. I guess I got over it, but the culture on that app.
I'll tell you what, I'm getting over most social media.
Me too.
I'm at the point where I'm just like,
you know what I like?
It, I use it. I do my show and all that, but I'm just like.
Shawn, you know what I like doing?
I like enough.
You know what I really like doing?
It burns me out.
Yeah, I like doing this. Like, I like doing my show in the morning, and I like doing this. I like doing this show. I like doing the interviews with Erin, and people like her. I have a very. Shawn knows who I'm talking about. I won't say it because I don't want to jinx it, first of all, but I also don't want to say it and then something happens. There is a very, very big media person that I will be hopefully be doing an interview with very soon. I like doing stuff like that, but Tomato hits me up and she's like, and I love Sarah, she's great, but she wants me to do this like Andrew Wilson debate me bro YouTube thing. I don't really like doing that. Like, it's kind of okay, but she's like, what are your thoughts on the UK, the downfall of the UK based off of immigration? And I was like, yeah, I'm pro. She's like, well, will you debate this person? And then I go to the person's profile. It's a crazy person. And I'm like, would not mind debating somebody in an intellectual way where it's an actual debate, where you're actually like trying to change somebody's mind. The debate me bro YouTubers, like it's kind of more like, it's more like TikTok. It's more like a clapback call out culture, like, you know, waiting for the other person to finish talking so you can dunk on them. Now, I don't really like it. It's a guilty pleasure. X has just become, it's becoming, probably already there. It's becoming 4chan. It's becoming just a sleuth of just people.
Yeah, I like it for various reasons. I think it's I still have fun on it, but I used to use it so much more than I use it now, and I still use it a lot, you know, because it is where I do a lot of my, I would say, work, and I share my views there, and I have a lot of people that follow me there, and we have a good little, you know, we do discussions and stuff. But like it's where, first of all, the bots are out of control.
It's getting ridiculous, dude.
The inflated, the bullshit engagement that I see from so many people is out of control. It's obvious.
Did you see that Nick Fuentes ratioed Elon or something like that? He got like 2,000 likes off of 6,000 views in 4 minutes. And I wanted to make a post about this, but I'll just say it here. I have been viral. You have been viral so many times, right? Many times, right? We've been doing this for years. That is not normal rate. Like that. No. If you get 5%, maybe that's normal, right? When you get 10, 15, 20% of the amount of people that looked at the post versus the amount of people that liked it, not normal. It's not real. It's all fake. And the thing is, I think that they tell on themselves a lot, right? Because
they celebrate it.
They celebrate it, exactly. So, you know, you have people like, Nick Fuentes is so popular. Nick Fuentes gets so many views. Nick Fuentes has 100,000 people watching him right now. Nick Fuentes has this. It's like, yeah, okay, well, Nick Fuentes definitely, clearly used bots to respond to Elon Musk. If he'd do it once, he'll do it again. So that means, you know, look, and Myron Gaines was like, enjoy your ratio the other day to me. And I go, what this really means is I paid $40 to
he paid $40
to artificially
to say that.
Yes, I paid $40 so that I could artificially boost this comment under your page. That's what he's basically saying. And it's like, dude, like, yeah, you can. I don't know how to do it. I used to be able to, like, somebody sent me a link one time, and it was for TikTok, and they were like, if you use this website, you can get like 1,000 likes or something like that for like $10 or something. I don't remember what it was. And I tried it just as an experiment, and I actually trolled people with it. I was like, I'm gonna buy likes on this post. Like that's the only time I've ever done fake engagement. I told people about it. I was like, I'm gonna buy likes on this post, and then it was so funny how the people in the comments were like, I knew you used fake engagement, and I go, no, I'm telling you I'm going to. Like, I haven't been. I'm telling you, I found this website. I want to see if it works. So I put $10 in, and it did. It literally, I just watched it. It was instant. You put money on a website, you type in your handle, you give them $10, and then you go to your page, and you sit there, and it just goes, boop, 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 boop. And it's like that's what these people do. It's like they think that it's real. It's like oh my God, I have my validation now. Your
That's all it is.
Your validation. It's like that's what it really is. Such a pathetic way to do the internet. It means that you are so fucking insecure. That you cannot handle writing something out and the mediocrity of your own post coming back at you and you going, wow, only 32 people liked it. I don't give a fuck if one person likes my post, right? Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not posting it to be liked. I'm posting it because it came into my brain, out of my fingers, and now you deal with it, fucker.
Well, that's what I get. There are people who are like, you know, when I post something, if I post something like about Candace, they're like, and I may go like 2 weeks without saying a word about her because I get to a point where I'm like, all right, I just don't want to make my whole life about why I don't like Candace Owens. Like I've made my point. I'm gonna move on, and I'll get someone who'll be like, all you do is talk about Candace, and I'm like, first of all, I haven't said her name once in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, like, it's my social media. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You run your social media, and let's call it a day.
Well,
you know? And then there's like a damn if you do, damn if you don't, because it's like, well, how come you're not calling her out? It's like, because I did already. Like, well, you think it's not important anymore? No, I just don't want to spend my whole. It's a whole thing, you know.
Well, I said
this is what wears me out.
I said this to Aaron. I said that I think that Candace, the thing that she is the best at, right, is she's an opportunist who knows how to read the political environment and social media environment to get people to talk about her, right? And you have to, by the way, right? Like, Candace does not give you an option to not talk about her. Like, you have to, right? Like, like there are so many people out there that are like, if you just ignore her, she'll go away. And I go, no, she fucking won't, because other people
are like, okay. Well, I said to somebody, I was like, all right, so your house is burning down. If you ignore the problem, you won't have a house.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me how that works. You know, your tire's flat. I'll just ignore it. It'll be not flat tomorrow.
Yes, exactly.
No,
Candace,
if you'll have no tire.
No, that analogy is perfect, because what Candace does is she dumps a bunch of gasoline, she lights a match, and then she goes, talk about me. And we're like, yeah, I guess we gotta. Because she says the craziest shit. It's what the sensationalist grift. So what I try to do is...
like I said, they're online shock jocks. That's
what
Howard Stern did too.
Well, I said, it's funny, the way I ended the episode with Aaron today is I go, Nick Fuentes is not going to Howard Stern his way into politics, right? It's not going to happen, right? He's going to fade out into obscurity. In 10 years, he's going to be like a real world road rules reality TV star who some people are like, you remember that fucking gay Mexican twink kid that used to say he liked Hitler and shit? Like, it's going to be like that, in my opinion. But what I'm saying is, right, the sensationalist grift, the way that you deal with the sensationalist grift is you call it a sensationalist grift. You don't respond the way they want you to. The way they want you to respond is get mad, get outraged, right? Like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, and yes, you can do that, but you also have to call it what it is. Hey, do you know what Candace is doing? Let me explain to you what Candace is doing. This is what she's doing, because she doesn't like that. They don't like...
I know she doesn't like that, because when I posted, let me explain to you what Candace Owens is doing, and I walked everybody through, she's trying to get a mistrial so she could say it failed on its merits, not because she actually sabotaged, she blocked me.
Yes.
You know, so I was like, all right, so now I know that's what you're doing.
Well, I mean, look at the people that have blocked me. Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens.
You're blocked by Fuentes? He blocked you?
Yeah, he blocked me.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
There's others. Andrew Tate. You know, the people that talk about, you know, like free speech, blah blah blah. You know who hasn't blocked me? Who I call out regularly? Matt Walsh. Because Matt Walsh is not a cunt. I like Matt Walsh. I mean that. We say this all the time. I call him out so much, right? But I do like him, right? I do.
But he drives me crazy because he's stubborn.
Exactly. I do like him, right? And I respect him. Like, and I tested Tim Pool. Tim Pool blocked me, right? Because Tim Pool's arguments, they don't hold under their own weight, right? Where Matt Walsh's arguments, they actually can. You might disagree with Matt Walsh's argument of, I don't call out my friends because I don't call out my friends. But you kind of can understand where he's coming from. I think he's stupid. I think he's kind of cowardice. I think that it's a little hypocritical. But if he really believes that and he's standing on principle, I can see it. I can see it where he goes, I have a personal rule not to call out my friends by name publicly. Charlie Kirk kind of did the same thing. I get it. However, Matt, you also cannot jump out and say, well, I'm going to talk about this thing, right, which is very similar. because then you're a hypocrite. Then you can't. Then like you're talking out of both sides of your mouth, right? Like if you're gonna address the problem without addressing, you can either you do one of two things: don't address the problem at all, or address the problem. Don't do the fence riding shit where you're like dipping your toe in, right? Just be like, and hey, you know what? You don't even have to call out Candace Owens by name. You could say some people are making up conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk's death. I think those people are disgusting. That's what Charlie Kirk did. Charlie Kirk was like, when asked about Candace Owens, he goes, I think that some of the people that have this like Jew hate, anti-Semitism, blah, 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 I think they're demonic. Clearly everybody knew he was talking about Candace Owens.
Right, he just didn't specifically name her.
But he didn't say her name. Matt, do that shit. Right? Just do something, but stop riding the fence. And I don't know if you saw Megyn Kelly, who recently said that she doesn't want to call out Candace Owens because she doesn't want to punch right. She just called out Ben Shapiro. She just called.
Yeah, I mean,
she called him a liar. Now, by the way, you know who? Like Candace Owens always talks about receipts, right? You know who actually has fucking receipts? Milk Bar. Milk Bar is. I'm gonna start calling him CVS. His receipts are so good, right? Like he has actual receipts. These are actual receipts. Milk Bar takes people's real posts, their real videos, and he goes, here's what you said, but bitch. Like, he's like, by the way, this is what you said, bitch. So what happened was, if you guys aren't aware, Ben Shapiro did a panel with Megyn Kelly. Ben Shapiro informed Megyn Kelly live that Candace Owens actually is implicating Erica Kirk in Charlie Kirk's death. And Megyn Kelly was like, what? No way. Didn't know that. And then the next day or 2 days later, some dumb fucking cunt kid at a TP USA event asks Megyn Kelly, like, you seem very confused about that. Like, and then Megyn Kelly was like, yeah, I actually found out that Ben Shapiro lied. Like, Candace Owens never actually implicated Erica Kirk. But she did, right? So what Megyn Kelly is doing is she's going, I listened to Candace Owens' explanation, and I took it at face value, and I assumed that my friend Ben Shapiro was lying. She did the exact same thing with Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson came out with an explanation for Charlie Kirk actually telling him to go extra on Go max on Israel. So Tucker Carlson comes out with a story that could be completely fabricated, where he goes, Charlie Kirk was telling me to go max on Israel. He was telling me to go max on Israel. And then Megyn Kelly plays a clip where Charlie Kirk walks up to Tucker Carlson. It's a 3-second clip. And he just goes, go max. He could have been saying go max about anything. He could have been saying go max about Epstein. Go max about the housing crisis. Go max about anything.
I think he was talking about Epstein. And,
he was. Brandon Tatum.
And then everyone's like, well, Epstein equals Israel. And I'm like, well,
no, it doesn't.
Maybe for you.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. That's Israel derangement syndrome. But Brandon Tatum said the same thing. Brandon Tatum was like, Charlie Kirk said the same thing to me. He goes, go max on Israel. Go max on Epstein. Right? Go max on Epstein. And it's like, so what Tucker did was Tucker may have lied or misrepresented the conversation. Megyn Kelly backs him up and then affirms his lie. So at this point, Megyn Kelly is either the dumbest fucking person on the planet, which I don't believe, or she's running cover for Tucker and Candace. And I think that that's the problem. I think that what we've learned is they're all under the same media company, right? Candace, Megyn, and Tucker are all under the same fucking media company. So what does that remind you of, Shawn? What is the mainstream media not talk about? Let me give you a hint. Brought to you by...
I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you see the mainstream media taking the pharmaceutical industry to task on a daily basis like they should?
No, not at all.
No. Right? So, that's because the pharmaceutical industry is the number one donor for the mainstream media companies.
Right, they fund them with ads too. Yep.
Yes. So, You see Candace, Tucker, and Megyn Kelly under the same umbrella of a media corporation, and they're all parroting the same things, and they're all basically covering for each other. I think we can put 2 plus 2 together and figure out that this is not some, like, this is not Megyn Kelly being ignorant and just doesn't watch Candace Owens' content. Or it's not Megyn Kelly, like, Tucker didn't actually say that. No, it's Megyn Kelly protecting her fucking job. Just like this, just like...
They don't work for the same company, though, do they? Like, officially?
They do. Yes, they do. Hold on, let me get this pulled up. Let's get it, because if I'm wrong, I will retract, but I'm pretty sure I'm right here. Let's go. Let's say Megan. How did she spells her name weird? Megan.
Megyn.
Yeah, Megyn, Tucker, Candace Media. I believe it was a Fox branch. Bad sources. Then files watching Candace. No. Hold on. You know what? Here, let's do this.
I don't think Tucker has any relationship, or Megyn, for that matter, has any
No, they do.
with Fox anymore.
Okay, yes, here it is. Red Seat Ventures. Red Seat Ventures, acquired by Fox Corp on February 10th, 2025, operates as a standalone unit in Tubi Media Group. It partners with media figures like Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, and Candace Owens to manage and grow their independent content, reaching millions of podcasts and streaming. This setup reunites Fox with former talents indirectly. You didn't know that?
Wow.
Red Seat Ventures. So, all three of them work for the same fucking company, and they're covering for each other. This isn't hard to figure out. This is brought to you by Pfizer. They don't call out each other.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Yes. So I knew I was right. I was like, shit, you made me question myself for a minute. I was like, wait a minute, am I wrong?
I never heard that. That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, so Red Seat Ventures is essentially their sponsor. I don't like it's an umbrella company, right? So it's basically
network.
Yeah, it's like they have a deal with Tubi, right? So it's like, yes, it's a partner. It's not like their platform, or it's not like their
employer.
It's not their employer. It's more like a partner. It's more like a sponsor. It's more like but you know, this venture.
I wonder if it's a distribution deal.
You know, now that we got the name Red Seat Ventures, let's go back. Let's grok it a little bit more. Let's double check, because we want to make sure we're not lying to you, because you know Grok can be retarded sometimes.
Oh, Grok! I don't even use Grok anymore.
Yeah.
I tried to upload a picture to Grok and it said too much information, and I went, I'm done with this shit. I'm never using Grok again. There's no AI that's perfect, but I mean, I use ChatGPT and.
There's a new one, and Rumble is it begins with a P. Rumble is promoting it a lot.
Perplexity.
Perplexity, thank you.
Truth Social uses that as their chatbot. That's Amazon. That's Jeff Bezos.
Okay, Red Seat Ventures is a Los Angeles-based digital media company specializing in the creator economy. So yeah, it's a talent agency essentially, right? It partners with high-profile talent content owners.
Red Seat, SEAT.
Red Seat.
Yeah, I found it.
Red Seat Ventures.
Huh.
Portfolio operates 17 creator-led shows, generating over 200 million monthly active viewers. Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Pierce Morgan, Nancy Grace, Dr. Phil, Bill O'Reilly, Chris Hansen, and I think Candace Owens. It's not saying that on this, but definitely Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly, and I believe Candace Owens. I'm pretty sure. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Red Seat Ventures website. We partner with top talent and brands to fund, build, and operate impactful new media brands. Huh.
So, like I was saying, okay, when you have Megyn Kelly playing dumb, right? Like, oh no, I don't attack Candace because I don't punch right. She doesn't punch her coworker. That's what she's saying. She doesn't punch her partner. She doesn't punch the person under her network. You might have also noticed, I don't know if you guys have, but I have, Tucker Carlson and Candace and Megan, they have the same fucking sponsors on their shows. It's Riverbend Ranch, it's fucking Black Rifle Coffee, and it's the same people.
Candace Owens is not listed as a client on Red Seat Ventures website.
Okay, so Megan and Tucker.
Oh, but no, they're not listed as a client. Hold on, I'm looking at now our creators. Let me see.
Yeah, see, that could be a creator.
All right, check this out. Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Brett Cooper, right off the top.
There you go. And hey, do you notice how Brett Cooper was coming out and defending Candace? It's almost like these people are all covering for each other because they're under the same umbrella.
Wow. I still haven't seen Candace yet. I'm looking.
Sure. Hey, like I said, Candace might not.
Gutfeld is in there.
Yes, and just being associated with this company does not mean that you're part of some big fucking cabal. What I'm saying is, if you are under this umbrella, you might take that into consideration with who you call out or don't call out. You might not want to call out somebody that's under the same network. It's like an unspoken rule. It's like, oh, let's not create static in an environment where we're both kind of, it would be like fucking Brett Baer getting into a fight with Greg Gutfeld, right? Like, they both have two separate shows, but they both work for Fox. You don't do that. Similar. So I think that's what's going on. I think that Megyn Kelly is lying to you and playing ignorant. And you know who's not under Red Seat Ventures? Ben Shapiro. So when Megyn Kelly says she doesn't call people out or doesn't punch right or doesn't do this or doesn't do that, that's bullshit. She just did it. She just did it to Ben Shapiro. And Ben Shapiro brought that up. He goes, "Why don't you?" She doesn't do this. Like, he goes, "Why not? If this were somebody on the left, you'd be calling them out like crazy." And she's like, "Well, I'm not the arbiter of the internet." Yeah, no, but you are a fucking you're a person that talks about the current political environment. This is the current political environment. She's the number one fucking show now since Charlie died. Congratulations, Candace. You danced on the grave of your former friend to make yourself the number one fucking podcast. Good job. I'm sure he'd be super duper proud of you.
I'm looking at this group now. I don't know if Candace is still affiliated with them.
But was she at one point?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything specific.
Let's pull it up. Let's see what we can do with X. Not Grok, but X. Let's go back to presentation. Let's just type in Candace Red Seat. Yeah, type in Candace Red Seat. I'm sure it's just going to be a bunch of people that aren't providing proof, but let's try anyway. Okay. This is what's popping up. All
right, ChatGPT says, I could not find credible evidence that Candace Owens has ever been formally affiliated with Red Seat Ventures. In a transcript of a podcast, Candace Owens is quoted responding to a question, do you work with Red Seat Ventures? Her answer is no, but, I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, it's Candace. She might lie.
Yeah, it's Candace.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing much.
ChatGPT can't find anything that says that she was ever associated with her.
Tucker and Megyn Kelly, I would say, are definitely there. And Candace, maybe not. So just to clarify, we don't like to spread fake news. I thought that was originally all three of them, but maybe it's just Tucker and Megyn. Regardless, right? It seems like there's something going on where Megyn Kelly doesn't want to. It's not that she doesn't want to punch right. It's just that she doesn't want to punch right at Candace. And it also could be. It could be because Candace's audience is a bunch of fucking psychopaths. It could be Occam's razor, where it's just like, well, Megyn Kelly just doesn't want to deal with the smoke. Like, that could just be it too. But either way, I think what we're seeing is, I think that what a lot of people have woken up to, we're now woke. I think what a lot of people realize now is what me and you and others have been saying is 100% true. It's like, dude, there is this group of people who are, there's sensationalist grifters, and they are lying to you the same way the left does. We call them the woke right, right? I'm not saying that Megyn Kelly is in the woke right. Candace is, though, right? Tucker is. And they seem to be very close. They seem to be friends. And maybe Megyn is very close with Tucker. So Megyn doesn't want to, maybe, we're just asking questions. Maybe Megyn doesn't want to attack her friend's friend. That could also be it. But either way. You know what, guys? I think we did it. I think that we have successfully passed the 30 hours in 30 days. It's actually 27 days.
Did you do all the amount of reads that you needed to do to qualify?
You know what? Let's do one right now just to be safe. All right, we have 22 people in here, so we have qualified for a few of them. Let me see what I can pull up. I'm looking for no. Yeah. We're just going to do Rumble. Let's just do a Rumble one. Let's go Rumble Premium. All right. I think you got to do 5 a month. I'm pretty sure I hit 5. I know I've hit at least 4, but let's do this. You've probably noticed Rumble is growing fast and it's not slowing down. They're building a real alternative to big tech that puts creators first and actually protects free speech. And now there's Rumble Premium, an easy way to upgrade your experience. With Premium, you get ad-free viewing across the platform, no pre-rolls, no interruptions, just the content you came for. By the way, I have Premium and I never see ads, so it does work. Plus, Premium members unlock exclusive content like bonus videos, behind-the-scenes drops, and more from your favorite creators. Right now, Rumble is offering $10 off an annual subscription. Just go to rumble.com/premium and use the promo code STUDIO at checkout. That's rumble.com/premium, promo code STUDIO at checkout. No ads, more freedom, and the content you actually care about. That's the deal. Now, let me get this QR code. The QR code, which is not on the screen. Never mind. It's supposed to pop up a QR code, but it didn't. Hopefully they pay me anyway. All right. By the way, that is 22 whole cents. I don't know if you guys wanted to be a little jealous, but
raking it in.
That is 3 pennies shy of a quarter for yours truly for that ad read. I was talking to Aaron about this, and I brought your name up because I was like talking about what we were just kind of getting into. Another incentive for the sensationalist grifters. It's more like when I say watch out for people that do a lot of ad reads. I'm not saying that people who do ad reads are automatically doing them for nefarious intent. What I'm saying is when you get to a certain point as a content creator, influencer, whatever, your sponsors don't give a fuck what you're saying as long as you're getting clicks, as long as you're getting views.
Correct.
Right? They don't care. Like Black Rifle Coffee, Riverbend Ranch, and all these people, they don't care that Candace Owens is a fucking stochastic terrorist. They're like, hey, there's 1 million people over the past month that watched that podcast. We're going to keep giving money to that podcaster. So when you look at the people who do ad reads and they're like, again, like your show, you do ad reads. I don't see anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is when you get to a certain point, your money, your income, your livelihood depends on whether or not your sponsors are going to keep paying you. They're at a point where they're getting hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes per episode, like probably $30,000 per episode. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of fucking money for an hour's worth of work is all I'm saying, right? And they have gotten it into their head that the Israel, the Jews conspiracy culture.
I like how they say they're not allowed to criticize Israel, by the way, when it's all they do.
It's all they do. Well, look at
Like
what
if you weren't allowed to do it, then why are you allowed to do it?
Candace is always, like I said earlier, Candace is, I will give her a compliment, which is not really a compliment. It's actually an insult disguised as a compliment. She is so fucking good at reading the most disgusting dregs of society, where she knows how to read the political environment and the social media space and pivot. She has not talked about Israel that much, right? If you think about it, what is she talking about? Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk, right? It's a new conspiracy. It's TP USA. Now, it is all underlying in that Israel is somehow connected to the death of Charlie Kirk. But it's no longer the innocent Palestinians, right? You know why? There are no more.
That's over.
It's over.
Right.
It's over, Shawn. She's smart. She knows what she's doing. She's not an idiot. I never underestimate your enemy, right?
Oh, and she's never what I say. I'll say she's crazy.
Oh, crazy.
But she's definitely not stupid.
No, she's exactly.
She's definitely not stupid.
And, Nick Fuentes is not stupid either. His pivot, where he's becoming more soft, right? That Tucker Carlson interview trying to rebrand him.
Yes.
Also not stupid, right? Where's Stu Peters at? What the fuck's he doing? Right? I bet you he's still doing the same shit because you know what? He's fucking retarded. Right?
Yeah, Myron Gaines.
Jake Shields. Myron Gaines.
Jake Shields may be involuntarily stupid because of how many times he's gotten his bell rung, but that's okay.
No, but think about what I'm trying to say, right? What I'm trying to say is this is a business for these people. Nick Fuentes doesn't believe what he's saying half the time. Candace Owens doesn't believe what she's saying half the time. Like these people are they're looking for what is trending. So what I said on my interview with Aaron was, I go, it's kind of like a TikTok dance, right? Do you remember do you know, I don't know if they still do this. You would know because you're on TikTok. Do they still have those posts where it's like, use this audio to get so many views, right? Where it's like,
I don't know. I don't do that much. I started getting back in with the battles and stuff, and I can't do it. I don't like it.
Me neither.
But I also have a lot of time.
So look, there was this thing that back in 2022 or 2021 where it would be like an audio, right? And it would be like it would be a voiceover that would come on and it would say, use this audio to get to go viral or something like that.
I remember seeing those.
Seeing
those. Yeah.
So what I was saying with Aaron earlier is that's what the anti-Jew shit is, right? Where it's like people are just using the anti-Jew shit to go viral. They're using it to get clicks. They're using it to get attention. They're using it to get on the scene. It's kind of like a TikTok dance. It's like a TikTok trend, but just like any trend, it will end, right? It'll end, and then what are you left with? Somebody like Stu Peters, who went full Nazi, he doesn't have another trick, right? Like, it's not something that you can pivot away from. Candace Owens, though, she's just asking questions, Shawn.
Right.
So she's going to start asking new questions. Now, what are those questions going to be? It's going to be, what's it going to be about? It's going to be about the death of Charlie Kirk. Oh, then what happens after that fades out? There'll be a new thing. I don't know what it is yet, but it'll be a new thing.
I think we should go down the conspiracy rabbit hole. I put this up kind of as a troll, but also because it's the one conspiracy that I am entertaining.
Is it on your page?
Yeah, the head coach of the Miami Heat.
Hold on, let me go to guest presentation. We'll go to your page. We'll get.
It was a fun one. It's a fun one. You know how they had that gambling ring that they just busted in the NBA?
Yeah. Before we wrap up too, I do want to talk about the hemp thing real quick because I know we're already at 11 o'clock. I can go as long as you want, but is it where is it on your post?
Oh, it's way down. I mean, basically it's this. The NBA had that whole gambling ring that was just exposed, and they had a couple of players and coaches indicted in the whole thing.
Yes.
One of the players was Terry Rozier. He's the point guard for the Miami Heat, starting point guard for the Miami Heat. The mob was involved, and now we just learned that the head coach's house burned down. So,
oh, hey! I want that.
Today, I was like, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying I feel like I'm watching an episode of The Sopranos.
No, it's like, hey, it's like, oh, hey, you're talking to the cops. Oh, got a nice house. It's a nice house you got there.
To me, it looks
would be a tragedy, if it burned down.
If something happened. Well, they were like, oh, this could have been from renovations, and I was like, yeah, you may want to look into
hey. You know what?
If the electrician maybe was connected to anybody. That's all I'm saying. Me
and Paulie were out there. We were having a barbecue. He was smoking a cigarette.
Question. Okay?
But
I was like, you know what? If you want to do a conspiracy theory, let's do this one. Did the mob burn down Eric Spoelstra's house? Let's do that one instead of did bees kill Charlie Kirk?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Shut. Oh. We don't burn down things. We'll just whack.
We don't do that here.
We
don't do that here.
We'll just whack it. So it's so funny you bring that up, right? Because there were so many fucking retarded people that were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that!" Like, I think it was Kyle Seraphin, probably. I think he's being. I'm not sure, but he might be being sued by Alexis too.
He is. He's being sued by Alexis.
Hold on. Now, if he's being sued by Alexis, he's fucked because he did say that she was a Mossad agent. Like, he straight up defamed her. So Elijah might get away clean, but Kyle, I'm not so sure. Anyway.
Kyle's in rough territory, yeah.
I watched the video of him saying it. He literally says it. He's just like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I thought it was very funny how people like Kyle and others were coming out and be like, oh, the FBI is just going after basketball players. No, they're going after the La Cosa Nostra fucking crime family, you moron. The number one mafia in the country, the Italian mafia. That's who they were going after. It just so happens that the fucking mafia was taking bets from basketball players. Like, are you fucking high?
Well, and they were rigging poker games.
Yeah,
and all this.
It's what they do.
More than basketball now. There's I don't know if the mob was involved, but baseball got nailed with this too. Where because there's prop bets on FanDuel and draft picks and all them things, DraftKings and FanDuel and all that shit. There were pitchers who were actually intentionally throwing pitches in the dirt at certain points of the game because they were getting paid
for a prop
allegedly $7,000 every time they did it. And I'm like, oh, so when APAC is alleged to be paying people $7,000, it's a scandal. But when Emmanuel Clase, a major league pitcher, is throwing balls in the dirt and allegedly getting paid $7,000, they're like, yeah, it's all right, no problem.
So, it's like, oh, the Jews, okay. the Jews and the Guineas is very similar.
All those freaking... It's all the Steins and Enzos out there just freaking playing the games.
It's so funny, right? My last name is Bonfiglio. It's super Italian. My dad was, connected with some people. I remember a story that my uncle told. He goes, you're lucky that you had a father growing up. And I was like, why? He goes, your father got popped with $100,000 and 2 kilos of coke in his trunk, and the cops just took it. And I was like, what? Yes, the cops apparently, they just took it. Like in the 80s. In the 80s, if you got caught with a whole bunch of shit, if you got a dirty cop that busted you, they would just tell you to go home. And apparently, according to my uncle, never asked my dad, but according to my uncle, my dad was in the hole with the mob for that money, and he worked it off. I don't know how he did it, but he apparently worked it off. But yeah, he was a runner. He was doing a run, or something like that for the mob. And I've met some. I grew up in Boston, right? So I've met some Italian I don't know, mafia types, but I know people who do bad things, And that's the thing.
Same for me in New York, it's kind of around Long Island.
Yeah, it's just around. It's just everywhere. That's what I'm saying. It's like everybody, I don't know anybody that died on 9/11, but I know a fucking mobster. I know a fucking,
right.
I know, that's the thing. They're everywhere, dude. It's a big thing. So when I hear these fucking retards that are just, they're biased against Kash Patel for some reason, or either it's the Groypers who are like he's Indian and like, or it's Kyle Seraphin for whatever reason. Kyle Seraphin,
bitter or whatever.
He's like a scorned woman, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I used to like him a lot, and I'm like, Kyle, shut the fuck up at this point. I like, honestly,
Exactly.
like I'm like, you know, when you give people benefit of doubt, like where you're like, look, nobody is safe from me, right? Like if you turn into a crazy person online, I'm not like Megyn Kelly, and I'm not like
Matt Walsh,
or I'm not like Matt Walsh, right? I love you to death, Shawn. You're one of my favorite people, but if you start getting crazy online, expect me to call you out because it's just.
I would expect that. I would expect that.
It's like so with Kyle, I probably gave him a little more grace than I should have because I'm like, I used to like you, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, yo, dog, you're fucking retarded. I'm gonna call you out, like you're retarded. Like it's dumb what you're doing. It's so clearly just like this animus towards the agency that you failed at. It's like it's
right.
It's like I say this all the time. I used to say this about the left. I said this about the left where I go, the way the left works is like Donald Trump fucked their was their spouse, and he fucked their best friend in their bed, and they walked in on it, right? Donald Trump could cure cancer, but a person that saw another person do that or think they saw it, they're never going to give him credit. So it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's what Kyle is doing with the FBI, where it's like, it doesn't matter. He's a scorned woman, where he's just like, no, I don't, anything the FBI does, Kash Patel or anybody else, they're going to be a failure because of what Kyle views as an agency that slighted him.
Yeah, I'm with you with how Kyle is behaving.
All right, let's wrap it. Let's wrap it up.
You wanted to do.
Let's do the hemp thing, and then we'll wrap it up. Because
Sure.
you talked about this, and the reason why I wanted to talk about it because I have a different view than you, but we're not far off. We're gonna mostly agree. And because you were asking in your chat, like, or your show, you were saying, like, let me know if you disagree. Here's my gripe with the normalization of the hemp things. You touched on it, so I know you know about it. It's more so that the stores they're giving an inch, taking a mile, and you
Sure.
did address this, right? They're giving an inch, taking a mile, where they go, okay, we're going to make this legal, and then the market, right? The market will adjust so fast, and they'll create this new product or this new strain that's not covered, where they're just going to come out with something new. So I think what the new legislation it does is, while it does punish the people that just want to get CBD, what it does is it stops that practice from happening, where it's like you get Deca 9 or Deca 10 or Deca this or Deca that. It stops it from doing that. And what I think you also touched on is it's the amount of THC that's in a package. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to start pre-packaging in single doses for people that want to get this CBD. But
Yep.
give everybody
CBD.
give everybody a little summary of what we're talking about. But I wanted you to know my position so that you can follow up.
Well, and I don't disagree with the fact that it's proliferated too far, and I admit, and I would say anyone who doesn't admit isn't talking about it seriously or is making an emotional argument.
Yeah.
The vape shops, the gas stations, you can walk into a store and buy a pack of gummies that look like something you could pull off the candy aisle in a supermarket, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because kids are getting a hold of it, and it's very bad for children, especially. And it's not like this weed from the 60s or 70s that's like normal. This shit is designed to make you do make you experience things.
I'm in Texas. It's illegal. Weed's illegal here, right? I'm in Texas. I saw a dude spinning a fucking sign today when I was driving home that said free weed. It literally said free weed. He's spinning the sign outside of one of these CBD places, and it says free weed with the arrow. So what happens is, right, and people are like, how is that possible if weed's illegal in Texas? Because it's not real weed. It's this new strand of legal weed, which is just hemp with a...
Well, it's hemp derived. It's hemp derived Delta 9 THC. So it's
Yes.
the same compound that's in what would be considered marijuana, not hemp, but they've genetically modified hemp to have more of that compound so they can extract it and they can add it into these products and say, well, it's hemp derived, therefore it's legal via the 2018 Farm Bill.
Correct.
That's what they did. And that was the loophole that's been in for a while. And that's how a lot of this stuff has been quote unquote legal. And it's not necessarily that it's been legal, it's just not been illegal.
And by the way, for the people that are watching, what we're talking about is in the CR that was just passed to reopen the government, they snuck in a provision which is going to make it in 1 year illegal for these hemp shops or CBD shops to continue to sell these products. Now, what they
let me tell you what they've done. This is the specifics, okay? This is the specifics. Prior to this new legislation or regulations that were in this CR, the 2018 Farm Bill said that hemp, anything, the plant called marijuana sativa, which is known as hemp, was legalized. You were allowed to grow it. You were allowed to use it. And that was mainly for the CBD industry because a lot of people were, that's when it started to blossom. 2018 CBD fighters were taking it. All these people were taking it because it helps manage pain, but it doesn't get you high. A CBD product is not psychoactive.
Correct.
But because there are creative people and because the free market's going to do what the free market does, they said, oh, well, if we can grow hemp, why don't we just grow hemp that, spits out a little more Delta 8, Delta 9, THC, THCA, and it's hemp derived. So there's our loophole. We've got essentially legal weed.
Hence the spinning sign fucker.
Right. So now what this has done is they've added new, very strict limits to how much THC can be present in these hemp-derived products. Okay,
Correct.
Hemp products must contain less than 0.3% of total THC dry weight. Right. So a gummy that you have has to have no more than 0.3% total THC as a ratio to the weight of the actual product. But the new regulation is also no more than 0.4 milligrams total THC per serving or no more than 2 milligrams per container. Exactly. So that's the problem. And let me stop you right there real quick,
because here's the second part that you said. Here's what the loophole would be, right? If it was just the first part. Oh, 3%, only 3% of a gummy, we're going to make a gigantic fucking gummy, right?
Exactly.
So what they've done is they've added another provision that says, no, we're going to stop you from that.
You can't go higher than 4 milligrams. You can't go higher than 0.4 milligrams. You can't go higher than 0.4 milligrams per serving, or you cannot exceed 2 milligrams per the whole container.
Exactly.
So you cannot produce one single 2 milligram gummy because that's more than 0.4 milligrams per serving.
Yes.
Or you can make that's not true. You can make a 2 milligram gummy, right? You can make one and then say that the serving size is 0.4 milligrams, and so cut it in fifths or something, right? So you can get around it that way.
They're gonna try loopholes no matter what. But what this legislation
does. Here's the problem.
Go ahead.
CBD products that are non-psychoactive on their face. You can take them. You will not get high. Okay.
Yes, correct.
A lot of those CBD products contain trace amounts of THC.
Yeah.
Right. So because it's almost impossible to get it down to zero, or it costs more, and they want to bring this to you at an effective price point. So a lot of these CBD products do contain up to 0.3% total THC, but you don't feel it because it's not enough to do anything to you. You can eat the whole pack and nothing will happen.
Yeah.
But the issue is cumulatively, they're more than 2 milligrams per package or container. So a lot of that is illegal in a year, and it's going to hurt the CBD industry. Even though CBD isn't necessarily the target here, or so they say. I think this happens to be something that Big Pharma is going after, saying, you know what, this stuff is a threat to the people who are taking, Prozac, Zoloft, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication. We don't want to have anything that they can grow in their backyard, because that puts a big dent in the business there. And I don't like that they're doing that to the whole industry. I think it is an industry that is useful for a lot of people.
This is where we slightly disagree. Okay, so look, like I agree with you that you never trust the government to be altruistic. Okay, so Big Pharma could have a hand in it, but I think what's happened is there's been law after law after law that people have tried to pass to create a CBD industry separate from a weed industry, and it has been abused. And they just keep on getting smarter and smarter on how to work the loopholes. And what's happening is, because of that, because they're getting more and more desperate, they're creating these drugs. So I don't know if you remember, like, Salvia, like you could get it in a gas station.
Yeah, that stuff was bad.
Yeah, like so that's what
K2.
K2. What I hope they're trying to do. You might be right. I'm not conceding that I'm right on this. I'm just saying possibility, right? Devil's advocate. Maybe they really are trying to prevent these third-rate, cross-pollinated, dangerous drugs where you get these, like, you get a gas station dick pill that actually turns you into a fucking psychopath. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping they're doing. But here's what I think has happened because of this, right? I think that the people that keep doing this have ruined it for the people who are actually trying to get medical CBD, medical hemp, and have a genuine, better alternative to the pharmaceutical industry. So
the people who have taken the mile when given the inch ruined it for everybody else. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, so that's what. I would say we're slightly in disagreement on the motivation. But you could be right. I could be right. And either way,
it may be a blend of both. There may be some who are genuinely saying, let's make sure that this doesn't get into the hands of kids, which, by the way, I support.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want kids doing that.
Because here's what's happening, right? You got these like I said, the people who are going, oh, they made Deca 8 illegal, we're going to make Deca 9. Oh, they made Deca 9 illegal, we're going to make Deca 10. Oh, we made Deca 10. So they're going, okay, hey, you know what, fuckface? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to make it a milligram amount, right? And if you want to buy it, you're going to have to buy it in a single serving package. So you could buy 50 packages, which wouldn't be, profitable for the people that are making them. But right. if the people really want it bad enough, as opposed to, Prozac, then yeah, fine. You can just go buy.
Well, I think also you're going to see. I do think also you are going to see legal challenges.
Sure.
There is a pot lobby in this country, and it's not as powerful as the alcohol lobby or the tobacco lobby or the nicotine lobby or the big pharma. But there will be a lawyer. There will most likely be lawsuits. And I'm not a lawyer, but I'm telling you. If these people are smart, which they are, the big industries, the CB distilleries of the world, and these companies.
Oh, they're fucking smart. They figured out how to die from weed. Remember that a few years ago? They figured out. They were the first people to die from weed. They were like, we fucked it up.
But they will find a way and a lawyer, and they'll go judge shopping. And they'll get one of those preliminary injunctions or temporary restraining orders and pause the enforcement of this and continue to sell their products. And we'll see how it goes. The law was passed congressionally. It's not just regulation, so it's going to be hard. Yeah. My problem stems from, again, there are a ton of products that shouldn't be in the crosshairs right now that are the CBD products. Those products should not be in the – look – unregulated sales of Delta 8, Delta 9, strong, potent THC products in a gas station or a vape shop, you want to go after those? Go after them. Kids
Yeah.
are getting a hold of them. Those are dangerous. You don't know if those things are laced. You have no idea where they're
Well,
coming from. But to a company, a national company like, I say, CB Distillery. I know they're a sponsor of several people's shows that I listen to. You know, this is a company that has a THC line that is third party tested. They share all of their tests. I mean, this is a company that's doing it by the book the right way, and they're now going to be impacted by it's a $29 billion industry in this country. And yes, you could say that some of it is predatory, but let's be fair. Alcohol is too. Jack Daniels does
sure.
not profit off of me. Jack Daniels profits off of drunks.
Yeah, well, so you bring up alcohol, and here's the funny thing. I have always been of the belief that you should just treat weed like alcohol, right? You sell it, but make sure it's literally only going to adults. Right now, does that mean that your uncle can buy you weed and give it to you? Yes, just like my uncle bought me alcohol, right? So just do that, but also this is a big one. If you're gonna treat it like alcohol, treat it like fucking alcohol. Right? You smoke weed, you get behind the wheel of a car, DUI. You smoke weed
100%.
You smoke weed twice, you get behind the wheel of a car, that's 2 times. You
The
smoke
problem
weed 3
is there's
times.
no field sobriety test for it.
Exactly. So what you'd have to do,
So-
here's the thing. This is the catch-22. If you're going to treat it like alcohol, right? Where you are high, they're going to have to do some type of test where they go, okay, we've established that this officer believes you are high. Okay?
Probable cause. Sure.
We believe you're high. Here's the evidence we are going to present to a jury. We're going to give you a DUI, and you can go fight it in court, and you can make your claim to 6 to 12 people, and that's how you do it. Now, that seems like it's unfair. Oh, but there was no blood test because, well, you could do a hair and blood test, but that's going to stay in your system for 30 days. You could have been high 3 days. Yeah, you could have been high 2 months ago. So it's just going to be, if you do this, it's just going to be up to the officer's discretion, where the officer is going to say, I smell weed, your eyes are bloodshot, you look high, and I found a joint in your cup holder. I think you're high, you're getting a DUI. And that's it. And then, hey, go to court. And if you were just like, oh no, that joint was from 2 weeks ago, my eyes were bloodshot because I was tired, go fight it in court. Fine. But that's how it should be handled. Where it's just
I don't disagree with that at all. I say you treat it like alcohol because at the end of the day, it's very similar, right?
Yeah.
It impairs your judgment.
Yeah, it slows you down.
It slows you down. Even though alcohol is a depressant, weed is a stimulant. It's one of those weird stimulants that like slows you down.
Yeah.
You know, messes with your head. You know, but it's what I'm afraid of also is if this is something that's being done on behalf of the big pharma lobby, you may see a lot of other herbal things that drugs or that big pharma looks at as a threat, and they could come under fire too.
See,
I
think
kratom, things like that.
Yeah, well, kratom. I think that kratom should be illegal. I really do. I've done enough research on it where I'm like, that's a dangerous thing because it's just you can just go get it. Like you can just go get as much as you want of it. It's pretty much synthetic opioids. And you know, as somebody whose brother died of opioids, I'm it's a little bit close to home, so I could be biased, but as far as you know the like regulation on things like first of all, we should go after big pharma for everything. Like big pharma is it's probably the biggest organized crime organization in the world, where it's like they don't need to be doing everything that they're doing, and they have an immense amount of power. You talk about APAC, nobody talks about pharma, right? Pharma is a PAC. It's a PAC in Congress. It's like the number 3 one, number 2 or number 3. Like the National Association of Realtors is number 1, and the amount of control that pharma has over Congress in relation to the argument from people that claim Israel has control over Congress would be, I think it's 20 times. So you have, if you're going to make this argument, which you could make, that PACs equal influence, which I agree they do, PACs do equal influence, then pharma is 20 times as more dangerous than Israel.
Absolutely.
And
pharma,
I would argue
pharma funds the media.
Yes.
The media is the propaganda arm of the left. It's a lot worse than Israel or any other foreign country. And China is a big player in that.
And I would make the case that I don't think anybody would be able to argue with, that pharma is more dangerous than Israel. Right? Who's the number one sued company in the fucking world? Who's made the most settlements for wrongful deaths? It's the pharmaceutical industry. They're literally just going, hey, let's just get a couple of scientists in a lab, put together a fucking, concoction of fucking this and that, make a pill, put it out there, feed it to people, and then if they die, go, up. Let's pull that off the market, right? That's insane, dude. That's an insane practice. It's like the craziest thing ever. They're literally just going we're just going to use the human population as lab rats to figure out whether or not one thing works so that we can make billions of dollars, So I just think that if you're going to make the AIPAC argument, I think that you're misguided. You could make the same exact argument and have it actually mean something if you directed it at the pharmaceutical industry. But we did, even though we started late. We did almost 2 hours. We definitely crushed the 30-hour mark. I'm tired. I could do this all night with you, man. Tonight's actually a good night. But I think that you look tired. I look tired. Let's get to bed.
Yeah.
So let's do the shout-outs. I thought today was Tuesday because hubby was off work yesterday, so it didn't count. All right. Crazy Mo and McGroin, Tommy Girl, 7169, Stassi's for real. That's Gina. Brennan, the beautiful Brennan Farash, happy birthday again, Brennan. You are amazing. It was nice to meet you, and I hope we do it again. Maybe I'll bring my girlie up there to Tennessee, or you guys come down here.
Yes. Good idea.
Susan K. Spencer, 7 Legion Studios, McCossie, 19, Coffin McGroin. Let's get through this quick, because we did do a long show on The Edge. Who else? Star Spangled Savage was in here earlier. I think that's actually everybody. Kind of a slow chat for a long show, but hey, that's because we had, what's the unofficial name of the TMP Uncensored podcast? Technical difficulties. It's the unofficial name. So tomorrow I may just do the show on the laptop because it's going to be early. It's already late. I'll probably just do the show on the laptop. It worked for tonight, so it'll work tomorrow. And then I'm going to figure out this situation. If it fucking kills me, I'm going to figure out how to get my new computer to work with the internet. It's a nice computer. I know, because I paid $1,000 for it. And I paid $600 for the fucking monitor. And I paid $200 for the camera. And I fucking got rid of everything. That thing's $100. It's gotta work. I gotta figure it out. It's gotta work eventually. All right.
You'll get there.
Shawn, let everybody know what you're doing.
Hey, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, rumble.com/LFATV, and come hang on Friday morning. What time do I go on? 7:45 on 1210 WPHT. It's on YouTube.
And tomorrow is Hate Mail Thursdays. That is everybody's favorite fucking show. I got some new hate mail, man. I'm telling you, they are mad. They are big mad. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, boys and girls.